Yo, what's up guys, it's Melontosh here, and I'm back with the team builder for week 5 of the GPC, and we are going up against the Verd and the Tampa Bay Frogadiers. We are currently 1-3, which is just dreadful. We need to turn this season around right now. I'm just not happy with that whatsoever, not so ever at all. But the Verd's a really good player and he's got a really good team, but I think we can definitely win this week. I think I've built a team which is going to 100% win. All I have to do is play accordingly, and I think I can definitely win, although he may have some surprises up his sleeve for us, because we definitely got some win cons against him for sure. So let's go over the Verd's teams really quickly. We've got Mew, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Charizard, Helios, Granbull, Kyurem, Regular, Trevenant, Poliwrath, and Weezing. So his team is really weird to prep for because it's got that Helios that can be solar power, as well as Sand Veil, or what's the it benefits from? Sand Veil. It's got Excadrill, which can be a Sand Rush Sweeper, and it's got Tyranitar and Charizard Y to get up both those things. Of course, Charizard Y and Tyranitar pair incredibly together with those Pursuit Trappers, so I've got to be a little bit careful with my Reuniclus here. But the kind of mons I expect him to bring would be Mew, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Charizard, Kyurem, and Poliwrath. Those are the 6 I'd expect him to bring. Other possibilities would be Weezing, Heliolisk. I don't expect Trevenant or Granbull to come, really, but I've got plans for them. I mean, Trevenant I'm really not expecting to come, but I've got ways of dealing with it. They're not the best ways, but I can definitely deal with it, which is cool and it's awesome. So my team is Reuniclus, Mamoswine, Emboar, Snorlax, M-absol, and Tangrowth. So Flubber here is our Winkong numero uno, but we got 2 Winkongs here. Our 2 Winkongs are Reuniclus and Absol. So Reuniclus, what Reuniclus can do is, if it's a long match where there's loads and loads of switch-ins, and his whole team is getting worn down lows, Reuniclus can go for Trick Room and clean up the rest of the team when it comes to the end. The thing is with Absol is I can just set up an SD and clean through his team. So if I'm breaking walls a lot with Emboar and Mamoswine, then I can just come in with a Red Bull. And the reason I'm not expecting to bring Trevenant is because, I mean, he can go for Drain Punch, but I'm going to live any hit if he's defensive. And even if he's Coldberry, once I get to +2 on that thing, he can't Will-O-Wisp me or anything. He's going to be in trouble, so I can just come in and SD on it. I mean, I think he gets Drain Punch and stuff, but I don't think that's going to take me out unless he's offensive. But if he's offensive, I will definitely find that out beforehand, and then I'll be able to know, and most likely have an item then. So that's kind of the game plan with Absol. Absol can also set up on the Poliwrath, depending on a set, because it could be a sleep and the Weezing. So that's kind of my game plan. Or the switch out on the Mew, but not really at all. But either way, it still cleans up without an SD. It will knock out a Mew, but if Mew's coming, I think he's going to bring Cobbleberry Mew and potentially Cobbleberry Trevenant. I'll do so much to an offensive Excadrill. Poliwrath does a load to Tyranitar. Sucker Punch does so much to Charizard, especially after it takes some prior damage. Helios gets knocked out. Granbull, like I said, I'm really not expecting, but it could be a bit of an issue. For sure, Kyurem takes loads and loads, although I've got to watch out for sub, but again, I would have scouted for that beforehand, so it should be all good. Trevenant, I've already covered. Poliwrath, I've already covered. If it's going for the fighting move, it is going to knock me out, but a Skull, then it's 30% chance to burn, which could be risky, but if I have to win the match that way, that's what I'm going to have to do. And Weezing, I set up all over, but I do need prior damage to go for a setup and then knock off and take it out, so that's definitely cool in the cool. I've now got a Choice Scarf Mamoswine. I kind of wanted to bring a Life Orb Mamoswine, but I didn't really want to have Charizard running around too much, so I had to bring this thing to check the Charizard, so I outsped it. Even though I've got priority in both Absol and my Manbear Pig, which together take out the Charizard, I just didn't want to risk it because he could bring Sub or something like that. So I've got the Choice Scarf. I've got enough speed to outspeed. What is it on his team? It's not Excadrill. I think it's a max speed Tyranitar. Yeah. It's a max speed Tyranitar, so I outspeed a Scarfed Tyranitar. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I outspeed Scarfed Tyranitar, which means I can indeed be adamant, which makes me hit a lot harder. And this is one of my ways to deal with Trevenant. If I really have to, then I can just come in and go for an Ice Cold Crash. Maybe get burnt because this thing's not that important to me. It's very useful for Charizard, but it's not really important. So that's pretty cool. Next up is Choice Banded Manbear Pig. He only has 1 switch into this thing, and that would be his Poliwrath. So if his Poliwrath does tongue, which I'm very much expecting because it literally is his only switch in to a Choice Banded Flare Blitz, I'm just going to click Wild Charge. I'm literally just going to click Wild Charge like on the first turn, because he literally has no other switch-ins. Maybe second time round, because, I mean, if he has Trevenant, I'll probably go for Blitz first time round, but then second, I mean, actually no, I'm just going to go for the Wild Charge first time round. Literally, if you look at his team, there's nothing that wants to take it in, especially with Trevenant. He's going to need that thing, because if he does not have Trevenant, then my next mon in Snorlax will just sweep his team. It literally will just sweep his team, and I'm pretty sure he can't bring Trevenant. I've got Embo, I've got Mammoth Swine, I've got Absol. Noodles, just like, you can't use Trevenant as a wall to Noodles. I get knockoff, I get Hidden Power Fire. I can go for all kinds of stuff against the Trevenant knockoff, especially to get rid of the Cobble Berry as well, which would be awesome if I do that. Sludge Bomb, I could bring Toxic, and also the thing is with Trevenant, it's got Harvest, so I'm imagining he's going to bring some sort of berry. So maybe he can harvest his Cobble Berry or something, so he can take knockoffs from the Tangrowth. But, I mean, I just don't see it happening. I just don't really see it happening at all, whatsoever. So I've got Wild Charge for the... what's it called? Oh, yeah, the... Poliwrath. I've got Sucker Punch for that Mew. What else is on his team? It's just all around his team. Sucker Punch, he doesn't really have many Dark Switch-ins, except for the Gramble, but again, Flare Blitz will just take out the Gramble massively. Same with Weezing, it does over half, well over half, and now at speed, same with the Gramble. So, yeah, that's basically that. The thing is with Ember is I have 68 in speed, just to make sure that, oh, what is it that I want to outspeed? I think it's a... what did I go to? Let's check the speed tier that I went to. I went to 183. So I am outspeeding. Who knows? Am I outspeeding? Freaking no. 183. No. I know it's to make sure that freaking Gramble doesn't speed creep me along with Trevenant and I think it might be Trevenant. Yeah, it's outspeed Trevenant. Oh no, it's not. Poliwrath. It's outspeed Poliwrath. A slightly speed crept Poliwrath. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's outspeed a slightly speed crept Poliwrath. Perfect. Awesome. Wowcha. So if he puts like 12 in, then it's all good in the hood. So this thing can hit like a truck. Next up is Homer. This thing can take hits from Charizard Y for days, and I can just curse up on it if I really need to. I mean, I'd rather curse up on something like the Mew going through his team, or even this thing's also a complete check to Kyurem once I get to +1. Kyurem's a bit of a problem, not gonna lie. It's a bit of a threat to my team, but I can definitely deal with it because I can revenge it really easily. Plus, Snorlax can switch in, and if he or Tangrowth can switch in, and if he goes for Outrage, I can just go into my Tangrowth. So it's all good in the hood. Snorlax literally banded Tyranitar's superpower. I can't remember the calc. I built this team a while ago. Story about this team, I had to build this team. Sorry guys, I had some problems there, but I haven't actually arranged a date to battle the Verd yet, but I'm gonna message him soon, I guess. I mean, I built this team maybe a week ago now, because I knew I was gonna be swamped for time this week, which I was, because I just got back from holiday. But I'm really keen to battle him, and I just want to battle him so bad, because I want to know if I'm going to win or not. I want to know if I'm going to win or not. So now I can go to Snorlax here with Rest Talk, Sleep Talk. Oh yeah, that's what I was going over. Sorry. So even a banded Tyranitar superpower, once it gets +2, does not do a lot to me, and I can rest up, and once he gets his attack down, it's just gonna be holy moly, scrum and scurry. The only thing he could do maybe is Circle Throw with Poliwrath, but he doesn't have a switch into Ember. But I guess maybe that may be after. But I'm gonna Wild Charge, so Poliwrath just Poliwrath just and it really can sweep his team. Just so bad. It's just so bad if he sets up. It's just so bad for him. And if he does bring the Trevenant, because Trevenant completely rules this, and he'll be able to find it out pretty quickly. I'm going to have to figure out a way to take it down. And worst comes to worst, my plan with the Trevenant is just to stay in with Flubber, and then just Shadow Ball like crazy. And then I'll be able to take out the Trevenant. And if I take out the Trevenant, then Curslax can just come in and just do some work. So that's the plan with that. If he does bring Trevenant, which I really don't think he's going to. I really don't. So next up is M-absol. I've been over him, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, and Sword Snatch. Just so much to my opponent's team. I'm adamant because although I do outspeed base 100s in the Charizard, which is lovely jubbly, and he does have the Heliolisk here, which is 109, but the thing is I'm always going to click Sucker Punch against his Heliolisk in case it is Scarf, and it's just going to knock it out at Adamant anyway, so that's cool. And other than that, I can be Adamant. I think Kyrim also. No, not Kyrim also. No, yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm just going to click Sucker Punch against everything, which means that I can be Adamant, which is awesome. Awesome for me. And next again is a kind of crazy noodle set. It doesn't make sense to me for him to switch in the Trevenant on the noodles because they can run knockoff, sludge bomb, toxic, whatever. So basically my plan is I can bring this thing on a lot of stuff. The Poliwrath, I can bring it in against Mew, kind of not. I mean, not really if I have to. It's kind of for the Tyranitar and the Excadrill. It does a lot of work against the Excadrill. Originally I had Rocky Helmet on here, but after doing some practice matches I changed it to Leftovers. But I think that if I get time, I'm going to rethink it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time, actually. But if I get time, I'm going to rethink it because I don't need Leftovers and Leech Seed. So maybe I could just put Sludge Bomb on there or Knock Off. And that would be kind of funky for the Trevenant. But I mean, I really don't think it's doing the Trevenant. I may not have time, in which case I'm just going to leave it the same. I could change it now. Run Poison Jab, but I mean, I've got better special attack. And Trevenant's got better defenses, I'm pretty sure. Trevenant's got better defenses, but I don't think it's coming. He actually has better special defense. I mean, I really could. So I've got Leftovers, so I don't really need the Leech Seed. Whereas before I had Rocky Helmet to wear down the Excadrill to Absol's Sucker Punch range. I could just run Sludge Bomb. No, I think I'm going to keep Leech Seed. Leech Seed came in clutch in the matches, but then I was Rocky Helmet. So I think I'm going to keep Leech Seed. I'm sub, so it's all good. It's all good. So I'm actually a sub sleep powder noodles, because the way I see it is that he's probably going to think, oh, I can just switch in Charizard to the Tangrowth, and I can go for a sub then, or whatever he wants to switch in. Then I can find out what his switch in is. Then I can, if it's Mew, I can Leech Seed, Giga Drain, stall it. Or put it to sleep also, because Mew's kind of a threat because it can do anything, which is kind of cool. Although, to be fair with Charizard though, he may, if I go for the sub and brings it in, he may think I've got Rock Slide, so he may just want to get out of there anyway. But I may as well just go for the Sleep Powder. Anything on his team going to sleep is cool. And again, if he does bring Trevenant, which I really don't think he's going to, I don't see him switching in the Trevenant, because I could definitely, unless I reveal my whole set, I could definitely have Knockoff or Sludge Bomb or something like that. So that's kind of my thoughts behind that. So basically the game plan is to break rules. If I need to get rid of the Poliwrath early by making a Wild Charge play. And if he stays in, then that's fair enough. If I'm in against, I don't know. I'm trying to think what his team could be. Something's going to switch out. What's going to switch out against me? I don't know, like a support Tyranitar. Then I just go for the Wild Charge on the Poliwrath switch in. And we're all good in the hood, because he should think I'm going to go for a low kick. If he brings Poliwrath and Weezing, or Poliwrath and Gramble, then that puts us in a more sticky situation. But other than that, we're fine. We're good to go. And we just click Wild Charge. Once we've done that, and we've got Poliwrath out of the way, we just click Flare Blitz and we try and punch some walls. And we outspeed some stuff with Mammoth Swine using Earthquake. We then punch holes through his team also with Snorlax, but he's more of a switch in, and if he sets up and gets a chance, he does it, but if he doesn't, he doesn't. Then we come in at some point with M-absol and just click Sucker Punch and knock off and win. It's really important for me to play conservatively with my M-absol. I can't do anything rash with my M-absol, because M-absol is just so important, and it puts so much pressure on his team that I just can't really play. It's my win con basically, and I'd much rather play aggressively with my Reuniclus and just fire off Shadow Balls and stuff, and then when I get the chance, I can click Trick Room at the end and sweep. Although, I mean, yeah, I think the team's good, as long as M-absol is more important than Reuniclus, and if I can keep both around, then I will just be able to sort of spam sweep him, if that makes sense. Like, I can just come in with M-absol, clean up, and if he just lives on one, I can just come in with Reuniclus, Trick Room, and KO some stuff, you know? Because Reuniclus does a lot, but it's not huge amounts. It's just once I get the Trick Room up, he's got nothing to, I'm going to outspeed everything and just take it out. So, and and doesn't really have much priority, which is awesome. So that is going to be the team builder for today. Let me know if you guys think we're going to win in the comment section down below, and tell me who you think is going to be the MVP. My personal MVP is going to be M-absol. I think it's going to be just huge this match. I think it's going to be my massive win con. As pretty much every game, I love using Mega M-absol. Not gonna lie, I love using this thing. But that's gonna be it today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please leave a like rating down below. If you're feeling like an absolute legend, then go ahead and subscribe. But other than that, I'll smell you later.